Hi everyone! We are from the SEGA Girls Secondary School, and I'm here with some students from our pre-form program and from Form 2. And we're going to start with the two girls who are in Form 2 on either side of me, who were lucky enough to be selected to attend the International Day of the Girl event in Dar es Salaam. So I'll let them introduce themselves.
My name is Susan. I'm in Form 2 class. I study in SEGA Secondary School, and I was selected to go to the International Day of the Girl event in Dar es Salaam.
My name is Esther Daudi. I am 15 years old. My favorite subject is bookkeeping, and I was selected to join the event of International Days of
The girl.
the Girls.
Susan, what was your favorite part of the day?
My favorite part of the day was getting to have a Skype call with Michelle Obama.
What did you guys talk about?
We talked about a lot of things about what girls should do when they're underestimated, what the challenges that face girls in Tanzania and across the globe, and many other things.
And what was your favorite part of the day?
My favorite part is meeting with Vanessa.
And who is Vanessa, for those who don't know?
Vanessa was the best singer of Tanzania.
And what did you talk with her about?
She was just asking questions like the challenge with which we face with and why girls are important. Yeah.
So what are some of the struggles that you face in Tanzania with getting an education?
The challenge which I face with is lack of support.
And what does lack of support mean?
Okay. Lack of support, this means myself, my parent was not supporting me actually because there was just end on standard 7 and there was no importance of education. They was not even force me to study. They just leave me like the way I am, and they are not even advise me in my school what should I do in schools, what act like. They don't know about that.
That must be very hard for you.
Yeah.
So you were the first in your family to go to secondary school?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are your parents proud of you?
Yeah.
Yeah? And Susan, what did you tell Vanessa when she asked you, why is girls' education important?
To me, girls are important because if you educate a girl, you educate a society. In meaning that an educated mother will be more likely to give her child better nutrition, which will lead the girl to her full potential. And also, an educated woman is more likely to speak more about FGM and girl education and why it is important to the society.
Awesome. And you both enjoyed the event, right?
Yes.
And you had a good time?
Yeah.
So I think we will get questions in a little bit, but these girls just wanted to introduce themselves first at the beginning of the call. So now I think we are going to talk to some preform. Oh, hold on, ready? So Pauline Dolan, you remember Polly, right?
Yes.
Madam Polly? She's saying it is so amazing that you Skype called with Michelle Obama. Wow. Wasn't that really cool?
Yes.
Yes.
Who else did we Skype with? There was a few people on the call. What other countries? Do you remember?
Yeah.
What were they?
Jordan.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Peru.
Mm-hmm. There was a school from London, right?
Yes.
And then schools from America.
Yeah.
Did you like talking to other schoolgirls from around the world?
Yes.
Yeah?
I also like to hear about the experiences that they face while getting an education in their country.
What did you like about what some of them said? What did you like hearing about?
The girls in Peru said that girls in secondary school and girls in primary school both get a better grade than the boys in their school, so it's very...
Girls are smarter than boys, right? Yeah. And what did you like to hear from the other schoolgirls?
I was like to hear because I thought only Tanzania will face with those problems. But even them, they are facing with what challenge
all
like
over the world, right?
Yeah.
So it's important to know that girls have trouble getting an education all over the world, not just in Tanzania. And that all girls are working hard to get an education, right? All right? Okay, so now we are going to introduce some of the Preform 1 girls who are taking a female empowerment class during their Preform 1 time here at SEGA. So we will see these girls a little later, but go ahead. Come on. Yeah. Okay, can you girls introduce yourselves?
My name is Masid Salman. I am 13 years old. I am studying at SEGA Girls School. My name is Dosan. I'm 14 years old. I'm studying at SEGA Girls School.
My name is Margaret Prosper. I come from Pwapwa, Dodoma. I study at SEGA Girls Secondary School.
My name is Caroline Sampson. I'm 14 years old. I study at SEGA Girls Secondary School. I'm Preform 1.
And you?
My name is Teresa Baraka. I come from Dodoma, Mpwapwa. I study at SEGA Girls Secondary School and I am Preform 1.
So Teresa, what is your favorite subject that you are taking in Preform 1 right now?
My favorite subject is female empowerment because female empowerment is teach us how girls can be confident and how girls can do many things like boys. And all talks which we learn, I really like the subject about female and boys, the things which male can do and female can do. Examples of the things which male and female can do is like to wash the clothes, to go to the shop, to clean their house, to wash the dishes and others. But that all things female and male can do because all of them have the same rights and are equal.
Very nice. And Tasi, what about you? Do you like to study female empowerment?
Yeah, I like to study female empowerment. Because when we study female empowerment, it's teaching us about how to live in the society. For example, we studied a topic which we call gender equality. That gender equality, it tells us about the female and male have the same rights. And there was a film which we looked. It was about the girl who living in India.
Mm-hmm.
Her name was Ruxana. Ruxana got many challenges from her family. They were sitting in the village, and there in the village there wasn't schools. So her father decided to go in the town. They went their town, but they wasn't have any money or house. They made house which it is temporary. They made that house. Then after that, her mother decided to go in the village, but Ruxana's father never gave up. He continued to sit in the town. One day, Ruxana's father decided to go in the village, and Ruxana's mother, when she heard about education of girls, she decided to go in the village, and she told her wife, she told her husband that they can live there until they are girl to get an education.
Very nice. So have any of you had trouble getting an education, or do your parents all support you? Do your parents support you going to school?
Yes.
Yes? Did they go to school?
Yes.
Yeah? Did they go to secondary school? Do you know?
I don't know.
You don't know. What about you? Do any of you know if your parents went to secondary school?
My parents, they did not go in the secondary school.
So you are the first in your family to go to secondary school? Yeah?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
What about you, Teresa?
My parents have what they have.
They have.
Yes.
So they know how important it is, right?
Yes.
Yes? And what about you? They did not. So some of our girls are the first in their families to go to secondary school. And it's very important that their families are supporting them so that they know the importance of girls getting an education. So, Masiti, what's your favorite thing about SEGA? Your favorite thing about all of SEGA? Do you have one?
Yes.
Yes? What is it? To watch movies. So we also have movie nights here at SEGA sometimes, and the girls have a chance to watch movies and relax, because most of them do not get a chance to watch movies when they are home. What about you? What's your favorite thing that we've done in class so far?
I like to act.
You like to act.
Yes.
And what did we do with acting?
I acted like a father who did not want her daughter to go in the school because he did not know importance of education for girls.
Okay. So we had skits that the girls did in class, and each of these skits were acting out a different scenario of gender equality or inequality. And the girls were challenged to come up with ways to show gender equality out of these skits. So what did you do in your acting?
I tell my daughter to stay home, and she did not go in the school. I was to drink alcohol and to beat my wife every day. So I get advice from my friend. I said, after getting advice to my friend, I send my daughter. I know importance of education, and I send my daughter in the school, and I stop to drink alcohol, and I will take care. Of my family.
Very good. So that was just one example of how different scenarios were resolved. So the girls came up with, they had to have their friends talk to them, and they had to talk about these kind of things with their friends and family to realize that girls' education is really important. So now we've all introduced ourselves, we're going to move into the question and answer part. So if any of you have any questions for the Form 2 girls or for any of the pre-form girls, feel free to send them in the chat and we'll try to answer them. So Polly Dolan, you girls remember Polly, right?
Yes.
She's saying that you guys are looking and sounding great. Isn't that awesome? Can you say hi, Polly?
Hi, Polly.
Okay, and we are getting questions. Okay, so we have a question. When you consider having a family in the future, what are some of the most important points you will teach your children? So when you girls grow up, and after you finish school, and after you have gotten a nice job, and you get married, and you have kids, right? What are some things that you're going to teach your kids? And you too. You can come up and answer questions too if you want. So who has an answer? Okay, Carolyn first.
Also, I want to be pilot testing. And after I get my job, I will help all girls who did not go in the school. Then,
So what are you going to tell your kids? So let's pretend that Carolyn has 3 little girls when you grow up, right? What are you going to tell them? Why is education important? What will you say?
I tell them education is important for all, for boy and girl. Example, if I have my children, maybe I have boy and girl. I supposed to send both of them in the school because they have the same right.
And what about you, Teresa? If you have kids, what will you tell them about education?
I'll tell them to be careful with their studies, and also I'll tell them importance of girls to get the education and to study hard in order to get the good life and good jobs.
What about Susan and Esther? Do you have anything? What would you tell your kids? What are some important things you want your kids to know?
I tell them they should be not afraid to fail, and after failing, they should boost up to get in order to get a greater grade.
That's awesome. What about you, Susan?
I'll tell them that education is a privilege, especially in Tanzanian society, and that they should not squander it. Yes.
Wow. And what about any of you? If you had kids, what would you tell them? What is your biggest piece of advice from your short 13? How old are you?
13.
From your short 13 years of life. What would you tell your kids? Do you know? Any of you? Would you say education is important? Yes?
I will educate them and I will tell them importance of girls and boys to go to school.
Awesome.
I'll tell them that they should study hard in order to have their own life, good life, and I'll tell them that to be serious in their studies.
Okay, and Angela McManus. Have you girls met Angela? I don't think you have yet. So Angela McManus is saying, you girls are so articulate and impressive. Do you know what articulate means?
No, I don't know.
It means you are very well spoken. You are doing a good job. Okay, so we have another question. I think this is for you. Did the character of wife beating and drinking exist in a community you have seen? So do you know how you made up your character? That was the man who was beating his wife and drinking alcohol every day and didn't want to send his daughter to school. You remember?
Yes, I remember.
Have you seen that before in your community? Back in Mpwapwa. You're from Mpwapwa, yes? Did you see that in Mpwapwa?
Yes, there is some family. Maybe father's family is he drink alcohol and every day he beats his wife and daughters and he did not send any children in the school. Maybe he can send boy and girl to sit in the house, maybe to do other things, maybe to cook, to wash dishes, but boy is sent in the school.
And did you know families like that in Mpwapwa?
Yes, there is.
Yes?
Yes.
What else? So that happens a lot. What about you, Teresa? Have you seen that in your community, in your village?
Yes.
Yes? How about raise your hand if you have seen that in your village, of husbands beating their wives and not sending their daughters to school. Raise them high so everyone can see. So it is a huge problem in Tanzania, obviously. But these girls, through their acting, are coming up with ways to address those problems and to hopefully make them better. Okay, so the next question. Oh, this is a good one from Lauda. Do you know Lauda?
Yes.
Yes? So Lauda is asking, so far, who was your favorite woman of the week for the empowerment class and why? Masiti, do you want to go first?
Yes.
Who was your favorite woman of the week and why?
Was Malala. Because she wanted all girls to go to school, and she was confident and powerful woman and good role model.
Very nice. What about you, Margaret? Who was your favorite?
My favorite woman of the week is Rosa Parks because she did not want to give up her seat on the bus because both of them they were paying the same money, and she show us that she's strong woman.
And did she believe all people are equal,
Yes,
regardless of gender, right?
yes,
And regardless of skin color?
yeah.
Yeah?
I believe that both of them they have the same rights.
And how did she get her community to change? Was she violent or was she peaceful?
Peaceful.
Peaceful.
Yes,
She did not fight, right?
yes.
So she's a good role model. Yeah? Who else has a favorite woman of the week?
My favorite.
Tausi, hold on, Tausi. Who is your favorite woman of the week?
My favorite woman of the week was Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey, she was the first black woman to be billionaire, and she is helping people. In 2004, she went to South Africa to help for those people who are living with HIV and children who do not have parents. She helped them to give them money and to build for them schools. And she has one school in South Africa.
So you like her a lot, right?
Yeah.
Good job. Who else has a favorite woman of the week?
My favorite woman of the week is Rosa Parks because she was a strong girl.
Yeah? She was a very strong woman, right?
Yes. And she was not.
She believed that all people are equal regardless of skin color.
Yeah? Very good. Okay, so we have another question from Lauda. So, has this program shaped or changed your ideas and aspirations of what you would like to be when you grow up? So the question is, since you have been taking the class that I have been teaching you about female empowerment, right?
Yes.
Have your goals for the future changed? Did you realize that you could do more when you grow up? Or is it still the same?
Yes.
Teresa,
Yes.
what happened? What do you think?
I think it can help us in our future, like others in your class or in your school. They wanted to become a president, to have the good job. So this program, it can make us to be confident and a stronger girl. We will not give up.
Good answer. What about you, Margaret? Do you like this class? Has it helped you? Has it taught you? What have you learned?
I learned that gender equality. I mean that both of them they have the same rights. The same right. And when I will grow up, I can teach my daughters or my or my son about gender equality, and they have a same right. Both of them they must do the same work. Example, the girl they can be a doctor and the boy they can be.
What about you, Tasi?
I think that when we grow up, we could tell people in the community that they must be equal to anyone. Like sometimes you can see boys are not cook. Like in my home, there was 2 girls and 2 boys. So those girls were doing a lot of work in the house, but boys were eating only. Then they leave their dishes for girls, and when those girls tell their parents did not do anything. They said that these are boys and you are girls, and girls you must clean all house, and these will going to school. So in my opinion, I think that was not good. And when I grow up, I would like to educate them about gender equality.
Because boys can do dishes, right? Boys can do wash clothes, right?
Yes.
Because what? Boys and girls both have what?
Hands.
And they can both get water, right?
Yes.
And they can both wash things, right?
Yes.
Yes. So both can do both of those things, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so the next question. What does being at SEGA mean to you? So, for example, like, what do you get at SEGA that you could not get at other schools? Or if you were at home, what would you be doing? And why is what you are doing at SEGA different? Margaret?
When I could be at home, I can't speak English, but I hear at SEGA, I learn how to speak English.
Yeah. What else? What does being at SEGA mean to you? So why is it important to know English?
Because I improve my education.
Yes.
Importance of English to me, it's help why even to my national exam at secondary.
Yes. So just to let everyone know, for their primary school, they are taught only in Swahili. And they only speak Swahili. And they have an English class, maybe once a day or once every other day. But then when they get to secondary school, everything is taught in English. So it would be like taking Spanish once or twice a week for middle school, and then getting to high school and learning every subject in Spanish. And it would be so difficult. So, and all of their national exams, which determine if they can go on to university and advanced level school, are all in English. So if they do not have a good foundation for English, they are not able to do well on these exams and to continue with their education. So they like learning English, right?
Yes. And also, if I could not be here at SEGA, I couldn't have the confidence for speaking in front of people, and also how to live in the body, because in my life I wouldn't think if I could get this boarding school.
Wow. Anyone else? What about you? Esther and Susan. What does being at SEGA mean to you? Huh?
Being at SEGA is helping me because when I could be a wife of somebody.
Do lots of young girls get married where you are from?
I'm from
You are from Mvuha. And are lots of young girls married there?
yeah.
Yeah? So if you weren't at SEGA, you'd probably be married right now, right? Okay, so the next question. This is from Angela. Is everyone getting excited for graduation next week?
Yes.
So these pre-form girls are graduating primary school at graduation. So Form 4 will be graduating secondary school. And these girls are graduating primary school, right?
Yes.
And they are part of the 24% of Tanzanian girls that get to go to secondary school. So they're very excited, right?
Yes.
Okay, and are you girls going to do something special for graduation?
Yes.
What are you girls doing right now?
Acting.
You are acting.
Yes.
Yeah?
Sure.
What else are you doing?
We are going to sing.
You're going to sing. Wow.
Yes. We are going to dance.
Dance? What about Form 2? Is Form 2 preparing anything?
We have a song that we're going to sing for our forms, and I think that we also have a dance.
So lots of singing and dancing and celebrating will be happening, right?
Yes.
And it is in 1 week.
Yeah.
Because today is Saturday and it is next Saturday, right?
Yes.
So is everyone excited?
Much.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so another question. Do you see gender equality as something your country also wants? How do you know? So what the question is asking is, do you think that all Tanzanians want gender equality?
Yes.
Or do you think it is just some? Who says no?
Others family, like until now there is family. They don't know even importance of study. Even if you advise them, but they will just listen to you. Then they won't do work about that. Those things which you tell them.
So you don't think that everyone knows the importance of gender equality, right?
Yeah.
How do you girls want to change them? How do you think you can change their minds?
Mother, we can start with the important. We educate them, and to still, we should not study to tell them. Even if we repeat again, they will know and they will understand.
So
Also, we can change them by mass media.
mass media.
Yeah, because you can just go in every village to educate them. They should stop those behavior. So we should use those media to advise them and give them the disadvantage. Yeah.
Yeah? So how would you use mass media? What media would you use?
Like radio,
Radio?
television.
Mm-hmm. And what would you have it say?
I could telling them
Mm-hmm.
they should stop that behavior because there are some effects which will
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. Anyone else? Do you think that all of Tanzania wants gender equality or just some?
I think, Madam, all of us.
Some.
I think all of us.
Some.
Because, Mother, there's no place which they don't have to get a good life.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is one to get a good life. No one is like to be a poor. No one is like to sit to other family, Mother. They are sitting from morning up to evening without eating. So they don't like that life.
I agree. What do you think, Susan?
I think that not all of us want development and gender equality because most people in the villages don't yet know about girl education and right is important for them. And even some families in the cities, they take girls from the villages and they bring them to their homes so that they can work as house girls or, yeah. So they don't really know the importance of girl education.
Who else wants to say something?
I think all of us want it because there are some things which make some of us to not believe in because like poverty. They don't have money to send in or children in school. That's why many of children staying home and getting early marriage. I think everyone wants it, but there are some problems which making them to do this problem.
I agree. Anyone else have anything to add? Okay, so next question. There is a comment from Tracy Dolan. So do you know who Tracy is? Tracy is Madam Polly's sister. And she says, you all have beautiful smiles and make me want to smile with you. See, look at how nice your smiles. Okay, so Tracy has a question. Does anyone want to be a teacher in the future? And if so, what teaching methods will you use that are not like most Tanzanian schools? So who here wants to be a teacher? Anyone? No?
No one.
What do you want to be?
I want to be a doctor.
Louder.
I want to be a doctor.
What do you want to be?
I want to be a administrator.
An administrator. What about you, Chelsea?
I want to be a doctor.
Doctor?
I want to be a doctor. I want to be a businesswoman
And what else?
and an activist for FGM and women rights.
And what about you?
I want to be a lawyer.
A lawyer.
I want to be a pilot.
A pilot. Okay, so let's pretend that you all were going to be teachers. Okay, pretend you want to be a teacher, right? What? Okay, so we are all pretending, right?
Yes.
So how would you teach in class? Would you just want to write notes on the board? Would you just want to do projects? How would you want to teach?
I will teach them like I write, like if they notes, I give them. First of all, I have to describe this thing. What is this? Do you want to be like this? How are you going to do the rules of these things? So I will first I will explain to them, and then I will give them the homework in order, or the exercise, in order to know if they have understood me or not.
Very good. What about you, Susan? If you were a teacher, what would you do in your classroom?
First of all, I like discussion, so that'll be the main point of my lessons. I'll use a lot of discussion groups, a lot of time, not such a lot of time to write notes on the board. I would also explain it in detail. I'll draw maps, graphs, and whatever.
Anyone else? What would you do if you were a teacher? Yeah?
When I'll be a teacher, I'll write in notes for them. And then after writing, I'll explain to them. After explaining, I'll write in some diagram there in order to show them. And then after that, I will ask them some questions in order to know that they have understood or not.
Okay, very good. Okay, so we have one more question and then we're going to say goodbye, okay? So, didn't the government recently change the age of marriage for girls to make it even with men? So, did you girls hear about the new marriage age? Yes? What did they change it to, Susan?
It used to be that girls can get married by if they have their parents' consent or they have a reason from the church or something like that. And now they've changed it so that girls can get the legal age for girls to get married is at 18. So it's at 18.
Do you think that that will help to make child marriages less frequent?
Yes, it will, but in a very small percentage because there are still some girls out there in the villages. There are still some girls even in some parts of the towns who don't yet know the legal age for marriage, and their parents still pay them off and just send them off to get married to old men at early ages. So I think that they should do more than that. They should go out in the villages. They should educate people more, use mass media and such.
I agree. All right, so girls, Tassie, come up here. We can't even see you. You girls all stand up and come say goodbye. Everyone wave goodbye. Bye. So thank you so much for listening and for talking and for all of your questions. And we hope to talk to you all soon. And look forward to graduation in 1 week, right? Yeah. Okay, bye.
Bye.